Hi, everyone. Winston-Salem woman speaks out after surviving kidnapping. This is from WFMY News. Let's listen to this.
New tonight, we are hearing from a woman in Winston-Salem who had a night at work she'll never forget. Someone robbed the Speedway gas station where she was working, then kidnapped her.
Yeah, police found Latoya McEachern hours later in Tennessee. She is back home tonight and shared her story with WFMY News 2's Nixon Norman.
Latoya McEachern says her mind was racing as she sat in her car with her kidnapper.
Be calm. Shut your mouth.
She says she was going back and forth from hysterical to calm.
Prayer works. Because I can tell you one thing, man, I was having these nasty thoughts. Is anybody looking for me? Does anybody know?
McEachern was working the night shift at the Speedway off University Parkway. She says regular customer D'Angelo Toomer came in, tapping his gun near the register. Not only did Toomer ask for the money in the register, he told McEachern to make sure her car was filled up because they were going for a ride.
We're going to take your car. I said, no, you can take the car. And he was like, no, we're going to take the car. I said, no, you can take the car. And he raised his gun to my face and go, no, we're taking the car.
At first.
Now, she said earlier, shut your mouth, but then she's going back and forth with this man who has a gun. Now, he could have just shot and not gone back and forth with her. So it's just best, not to go back and forth with these people because you don't know what their mindset is. He's already there with a gun, so you already know that he's off mentally. So don't say anything or do anything to agitate them any further.
She said he made her drive, but Toomer eventually took over, eventually crossing the state line.
We was in Tennessee.
McEachern says Toomer wasn't aggressive. He was actually venting about a woman in his life.
I'm hearing this man sound so sad, but I don't care because I got kids at home.
It wasn't long before deputies in Unicoi County, Tennessee got the kidnapping alert, saw the car, and pulled it over after a brief chase. McEachern was tied up in the back seat, unharmed. Her family is understandably relieved.
I was so happy.
Without her being here, I didn't know what to do, but her coming back, I felt so happy.
Looking back, McEachern is shocked by the entire thing.
I think I would have been okay with him just taking those couple little dollars and those 2 packs of Newports, and that was that. Or even taking my car, too, because I'm like, take the car. Take the car. Take it. But to take me and the car and the money, I'm like, wow, you greedy.
She's just happy to be home.
I thought I was going to be in pain, but I don't feel any pain.
In a statement today, Speedway wrote, quote, "The safety of customers and store associates is our primary concern. We're deeply grateful to the first responders who safely located our associate." Now, as for the suspect, D'Angelo Toomer is in custody awaiting possible extradition.
Okay. Wow, that was something else. Let's see, I'm going to see if we can get through this commercial because I want to go back.
Welcome to Rockville, North America's largest rock festival returns in 2025 with Green Day.
But basically there was a part in where she was saying that she felt, sad for him talking about his situation with his girlfriend. This is the man who kidnapped her. There should not be any ounce of feeling sorry for them because he could have injured her, he could have killed her, and that could have been her last day on earth, but the Lord spared her. And you have to be careful at these places because I've always said, if I'm traveling late at night and I see these gas stations open, the thought always goes through my mind, is this a safe place? Let me see if I can find a picture. Yeah, Safeway gas station. And some of these places are in remote areas, like if you're traveling, especially in a country town late at night, then you may be the only car there. You and the worker and just all of a sudden somebody may show up out of the blue, and that is enough to make you nervous, at some of these remote gas stations. And if any of you work at these gas stations, I understand, you're not going to just walk off and leave your job, but definitely be on the lookout. Be aware of your surroundings. Have somebody have a family member or, the police on speed dial. Have 911 on your speed dial in case someone off does come in there. And you may be the only worker on that shift, but if possible, at least try to work the shift with someone else. But I have been to some gas stations late at night, like I said, traveling, going from one city to the next, or going from one state to the next, and there may just be one worker in there. And sometimes, a lot of times, it's a woman. And that makes me very nervous for that person, especially after I leave. I'm like, I hope that this person is going to be okay. And it just so happened that this lady, was spared. And she was wondering if anyone was going to find her, if anyone was looking for her. And it just so happened, that they were able to find her, and she was able to get back with her family again. Let me go back to how they found her. Let's play that again.
I'm so sad, but I don't care.
Yeah, that's one scene I was looking for again. She was talking about how she felt so sad about how this, man's previous relationship experience was going. Don't have any sympathy for them, because if you get sidetracked and start feeling sorry for them, then that would make you think less of trying to escape. You got to stay focused in this sort of situation. So I want to get to the part in the video where they located her, or how they found her. So let's get to that again.
Because I got kids at home.
It wasn't long before deputies in Unicoi County, Tennessee got the kidnapping alert, saw the car, and pulled it over after a brief chase. McEachern was tied up in the back seat, unharmed.
Okay, so they got a kidnapping alert. You know how they have these Amber Alerts, like when a kid is missing, or just an alert that comes up on your cell phone. You hear it beeping all of a sudden. And it's like, some kind of sound like that. And then, you can click on it, and sometimes it'll start reading the message for you. I guess they do that for the visually impaired. They'll have the AI reading the message, and then you're supposed to click OK to confirm that you've read the message. And a lot of times it'll announce that there's been a kidnapping, and then they will describe the vehicle that they think the person was last seen in. Sometimes they'll give make and model number of the vehicle, or possibly a license plate, maybe a city and state of that may be on the license plate, or where the person was last seen. So I'm just very grateful that, this time that the responders actually came in handy, especially for this lady who definitely has kids and is obviously a mother, and just trying to work to help support her family. You all, we have to get our emotions under control, thinking about this man who took her. Let me get back to his picture, see if I can find him again. But yeah, right here. Okay, so obviously it seems like he did all this because he was wanting to have the comfort of a woman after his relationship went sour. But by him becoming emotional and taking someone against their will and tying them up, because he tied her up as well, and stealing, he took some money, and I think he might have taken some cigarettes, sound like what she mentioned, but he might have taken some money, but still he's racked up a whole bunch of charges. So whatever that situation was with that woman he was dealing with, that pales in comparison to the additional problems that he's caused for himself by not keeping his emotions intact. Okay, we can't just fly off the handle and start kidnapping people and stealing and committing crimes, thinking that that will that justifies what we're dealing with internally and is a solution to our problems, because you're just making problems worse for yourself, because now he's going to serve jail time and he might be behind bars for some years. You know, he might have to pay some sort of a bail if they even offer that. All right. So if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel, Sister Love Chat, and you all be safe out there. This is a channel for women, but anyone can watch and reply. I am working towards getting my channel monetized. So if you could help me out with liking the video to help push this out in the YouTube algorithm, give the video a like and subscribe to my channel, Sister Love Chat. Whether you're a man or woman, you can subscribe. That's great. It's just we focus on issues dealing with women, and I will reply to you. And I thank the last person for replying to one of my previous videos. Thank you. I have replied to you, so check that out. And I'll see you all in the next one, Lord willing. Thanks for watching. Bye.